So thank you once again for joining me. This is a fireside chat for the Women in Tech Week event. Like I said, it's an all-week event to celebrate women in tech and men alike for the great and amazing work that is going on in the tech industry. And I thank you for joining me. We have so many events going on at the same time. It's an all-week event, so feel free to check the calendar and sign up for any session that you might be interested in. But tonight, our focus is on the hidden ROI of human connection in digital business. So that is what we'll be looking at. And we just want to talk rub minds. And then I have one of my guests here already. I'm gonna give her the honors to do the introduction because she's so many things combined in one. So I can't do justice enough to her to that title or what she does, but she's here and I'll be giving her the floor to take over shortly. Please feel free to still go ahead with introductions in the comments while I just share a few slides shortly.
So good evening, everyone, and nice to be here, Oluchi. Thank you so much for this invitation. I truly appreciate it. So when you tell me to introduce myself, I mean it's a diverse community, and I'd like to just keep it simple. The creative director of a cake business, and I've been running this business for almost 20 years now. And the unique thing about my business is it taught me leadership. It also taught me technology. It's taught me human relationship. It's taught me a lot of capacity. And so when Oluchi says I should introduce myself, I think I'll just keep it that simple. I believe by the time we get the conversation going, with the responses I would give you, will be able to know much more about me.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I quite understand what you're saying, and I understand where you're coming from. You are a creative, and also you've been in the digital technology space, even as a cake business owner or like a cake artist, and you've been doing it for as long as I can remember. I know before even building websites became a thing, you had already built yours, and I was wondering, how did you get to do this? So she built her websites. I don't know whether I can call you a software developer, but she's a mentor to me and a coach and someone I really look up to because she does amazing. And as we go on with the conversation, you get to know more about her and also get to see why I've invited her to come speak with us. So today, like I said, the topic we're looking at or the discussion is the hidden ROI of human connection in the digital business. Now we're talking about striking a balance between digitization and human connection. It's like everything now has the tag AI. So you go on social media, there's conversations all around that. You're talking about content creation, we're talking about using AI, we're talking about advancements in technology and all of that. And if you're not very, like maybe self-aware, you might tend to feel left behind in all of the conversation and in everything that is going on. But it's important for us to maintain that human connection in our businesses and as digital entrepreneurs. So tonight with me, I have Lola Ogunjimi, she's already on the call, and I have Chinda as well. We're still expecting him to join us and we'll get the conversation going still. Now, a few housekeeping rules. Please remember to keep your mics muted if you're not speaking. And also, like I mentioned earlier, the session is being recorded, so you're aware of this. And then questions will be taken at the end so that we'll maximize the time we have. And also, closed captions have been enabled. I believe you can see that on your screen for accessibility. So please just click on the icon and you'll be able to see the text, the conversation in a text form. So without further ado, I'll just go on with the questions. Or Lola, did you have anything you want to share with us before we go into the question and answer session?
No, it's okay. We can just
All right.
go.
Okay, so I'll just start with the question. So in an age when automation, like I said, AI automation is dominating business operations, what does human connection mean to you in a digital world? Like I said, I know you've been doing this for a very long time. You built your website yourself. Like this is over 10 years ago now, if I'm not mistaken, before it all became a thing, before it became a buzzword. You've been doing content marketing, digital marketing for your business. So right now, what does human connection mean to you in this digital world?
Human connection is everything. You cannot take away the place of the feeling, the touching, the voice in anything you do. No matter what we do in life or how far we go, we need to understand that human relationship is such a huge capital. And no matter how much AI is taking over the place, there's still that part of, you being human that makes things a lot more endearing, and people can remember you and you can give them an experience instead
Mhm.
of just a service. So when you go back to over 10 years ago, when entered into the tech space as a cake business owner, I was a young mother at the time, had done some businesses that you could more or less say, for lack of planning, I didn't do them very well. So I was in a season of my life where I had to pivot. I had to move from that particular business into what I was familiar with, which was baking and cake decorating. And in that season of my life as well, I say this because there might be women here, and I was having young children at the time, and my children came back to back. So here I was, newlywed with toddlers. I literally had a 3-year old, a 2-year old, and a 1-year old at a season in my life. And I was working with my hands. At the time, I wasn't very skilled in human relation. I'm talking about when you bring in people to work with you. So it was quite demanding. There was a lot, that I
Mhm.
had to manage. And one thing I knew was that I didn't really like the fact that customers would call me literally all day. One person calls me for one information, another person calls me for the same information, another person calls me for the same information, and I was busy just answering the same thing all the time. So I just thought to myself, wouldn't it be nice to have a place where these people would go and they'll be able to see the answers to their questions? And then, of course, because I was a young mother, I didn't want a situation whereby I will be away from the children for too long. So I started the business as a home bakery, which meant that I needed to put some sort of organization and sanity into the way we were running. And so one thing led to another. I began to, should I say, play around with the internet. And I was so curious. At the time, WooCommerce was a big thing then. I had to learn that, adding WooCommerce plugins to a regular website will turn that website into just a viewable website, to a website where people could actually do commerce. And from there, I could say I had to learn one other thing and one other thing and one other thing. And the interesting thing was that I did not realize that I was learning outside my core work, which was cake. I was learning technology, I was learning management, I was learning people skills, I was learning design. There's no way you would want to build a website that you will not understand design. What colors harmonize? What colors will jump at you? And then what fonts can you use? I needed to understand all of these dynamics, and in understanding those dynamics, I stumbled into the world of branding. All right, and how branding really helps you to design your website in a way where people come in, they trust you, and they can do business with you. So I think that's how it all started.
Thank you very much. Thanks for sharing that amazing story, Dos. And you just mentioned something that it's a currency when it comes to running a digital business, whether you're running the traditional business in a brick and mortar store or you're doing it strictly online. That trust is a currency and we need to build that. So, how have you personally experienced the benefits or the ROI of human connection in your business, either in team performance, customer loyalty, or business growth? Can you share any moments with us? For me, I know that I've had amazing feedback. So, I used to have this tiny card. I was going to bring it online. I used to have this tiny card when I was running my business back home. And I used to have a handwritten note. So it's a card that says, thank you for your order, something like that. And then I would write a message or a birthday note on it. And it was really personalized. And I know the amazing feedback that I got from my customers. So I know that this is just one of the benefits. Can you share how that has helped you in your business, whether with your staff or with your customers?
I think because I like to call myself an old school person, all right? And there's this part of me that is very tuned to, in the culture I come from, we're very communal, all right? We thrive on community. We love community. And there's no way you will thrive on community that, you can't bring that culture even into the work that you do. And that's the beautiful thing about the kind of work that I do. I get to call the shots for the most part. All right. So the business is built on some cultures, and these cultures are care, integrity, respect, creativity. All right. So that care part of our core values has to be expressive in everything we do,
Mhm.
from the actual cake that we make
Mhm.
to what it looks like, how it's designed, to how it is packaged. You cannot receive it and just be like, this was a one off. There are
Mhm.
people who receive our products and just leave it on their table because they love the way it looks. And when they now get to cut it, they literally, my emails are filled with people expressing how much they love their work or our work. I mean, it's grown past just me now. And so
Mhm.
having to teach my staff this culture is where we are. We've been on this journey for a few years because at the season where my business is now, we have a lot more people working with me than those early days. It's important people understand it. So right from the way our products are, it's so personal. All right. I don't get to put all of those notes like you mentioned, but what we do is feedback. So we do a lot of our customer service via WhatsApp. And our WhatsApp is so important. We get to communicate with the customers in a certain way. And then after the cake has been delivered, we just don't end there. We also communicate with them. We keep the communication lines going. I
Mhm.
cannot tell you how much that has done for us. So to measure this data that I've just mentioned to you, if you go to our Google feedback, you will not believe the kind of feedback people are giving to their experiences with us as a cake company. For me, I think we're doing really good with that, and it just boils down to the fact that one of our core values is care and respect.
Thank you so very much. I can remember that from how many years ago now? I can remember you have values, and it's important for businesses to have values that they live by, that they work by, and they incorporate into their work culture because it just helps clarify things and it gives you a sense of direction. You know that whatsoever you're doing, you're guided by this value. So thank you so very much for sharing that with us. And I'll be going to the next question now. So, with much of businesses happening online, do you think people are really craving that attention, or do you think it is everyone? Like you mentioned initially, you referenced that you are like the old school type in quote. Do you think there are still people like that? Do you still have customers like that that want to be able to? I really want to speak with a human being. So it's like you're calling the customer care line. You have maybe like a complaint. You bought a product, you have and it's not maybe working fine, and you want to just give that feedback. And these days, it's just automated. There was something I had to do the other day. I needed to speak to someone, but I got online, put through the call. They'll say, if you want this one, press one, and all of that. And I got through to the machine. And that was all we did. So I spoke to the machine, whatever it was not a human I was talking to. So do you think, have your customers expressed things like this? I know you're not taught totally, you've not totally automized the entire process, but do you have people that are like, can I please talk to a human at least? I don't want to fill this form. I want to talk to a human being. Do you still have people like that amongst your customers?
Well, yes, Nigerians are quite set in stone, is the word. All right. I'm not sure, even like you mentioned, when you got in touch with the company and it was automated, did you like it? No, there was a part of you was like, oh gosh, I wish this was a human being. It's a cake. The kind of work we do, we are helping people express their devotion in edible art form, and it's so important to them. So we have, what's it called now? We have CEOs of companies who are so busy, but
Mhm.
when it comes to the cake for their loved ones, they will drop everything they are doing to connect with us. I don't ever think I want to take that out. I mean, some things can be automated, like when
Yeah.
people come into the chat function and there's automated messages like, "Oh, you've reached us now. We'll attend to you shortly." That's fine. But we are so strong in advocating that there has to be a human who would understand what you want. And even if it's on our website, there's a part of the website that, as friendly as the website is, there's even that option that says chat with us.
Mhm.
Okay, there's some people who go in and, oh, they can do all they want online without any human. It's cake after all. But there are some cakes that you actually want to discuss: the color, the size, the taste. Okay, you need that connection. And as much as we want to grow, the kind of business we do, has to be very personal.
Mm.
Okay, so no matter how we're growing, evolving, or all whatnot, we also make sure that there's a human element. Beyond the human element, what we now use technology to do is to make sure that we keep the conversations going. There are automations that can remind people, or if you've gone into the website and maybe you forgot to make the payments, there's something that will remind you, oh, you made this. Or you go into the website and you're about to pay, and there's something that will just pop at you and make you upsell. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
these are the things we like to do, but we don't take away that human, element. Is so so important because of the
Thank you
kind of
so
work that we
much.
do.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing out yours. And just to welcome Coach Chinda, who is here with us. Thank you, sir, for joining us, and thank you for the for accepting to be here this evening. So the conversation is already ongoing, and I'll just pick up from there. So we are talking about the balance and the benefits that come from that human connection. And I know that just like our guest Lolade, Chinda is also so many things in one. And I'm going to give him the floor now to do a brief introduction and also then go into the question. So I know he has a team. Lolade also has a team, which has grown over the years. I know there are lots of people doing many things right now in the bakery, and Chinda puts out content and he does coaching services and all of that. Let me know, guys. I said I will allow him to do the introductions, but I know that you have teams that you work with. So the question right now is going to be, how do you keep that sense of togetherness with your team? When it comes to I would have a different I'll be asking from a different angle for you, Lola D, because I know that you take out time to rest at the beginning of the year. I know that I've had to check up on you. Are you doing okay? I've not seen you online because I know that you're very active online. So when I don't see you online, I check to know, and then you say, "Well, you're just taking a break, you're resting," and then you come out and then say we're back and all of that. So when you take that break to rest and recalibrate, how do you maintain that human connection with your team? And then for Chinda, I'll be saying, with your team that works mostly virtually online, I assume or I think, how do you maintain that togetherness? How do you maintain that human connection? Do you just get what you need? Are you always having meetings on Zoom, or how do you do it? How do you maintain that connection? So you have the floor, sir.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry, apologize for joining a bit late. I was caught off on a call which I could not get myself out. I was quite a critical call. So thank you. And thank you for Lola Day. Thank you so much for joining and everyone that is on the call. I really appreciate you guys. Just a quick one. I mean, I'm a man with many hats. Okay. I have an IT consulting firm. I do coaching. I do speaking. I'm a trainer. So all these things, you can't do them efficiently across the board without automation. This is just the truth. And I have a lot of tools that I use for different things. And as the AI evolve, definitely some things are making me more efficient. So I want to say that human connection is, to me, is an emotional currency for trust and loyalty. Okay. I deal with human beings a lot, but for people to know what you're doing and buy into you, there should be trust and loyalty. And this is where emotional currency comes for me. And trust and loyalty is something that the algorithm cannot do 100%. Okay, you might initiate that in the algorithm to do certain things in your processes, but they don't just trust the system. They don't just trust the automation. They trust the human being behind the automation, behind all the processes and all the things you do. So automation helps us to be efficient, sending emails, follow up. We have AIs that even summarizes meetings now for me, even do a lot of my replies on my Google suite. Just a press of a button, depending on what the keywords you put there, they do what they do and they do a great job, right? But human connection is actually what gives it the meaning. The AI
Mhm.
cannot just do things without you setting some parameters, some engine rules for them to follow. So the difference between the transaction that the automation is helping you to do, then you have the human side that brings the relationship. I think we said right now they say the greatest marketing that is going to happen to this world is human marketing, relationship marketing, connection marketing. It's not just entirely the AI. If you think about all the brands today, whatever they are doing today, if they don't put a human behind it, they might have all these incredible automations, incredible tools that is so sophisticated, complex, but able to deliver a lot of things efficiently and on time. But you still have that face. You still have that human face that actually gives the automation meaning, right?
Yeah.
So everything can have some digital aspect to it, but the people behind those digitalization, if you take it out, you're just talking to a machine. And I don't think we are ready to fully become machine to machine in this world. So in the way I work, um we have guys, in different. I have people in Ukraine, I have people in Nigeria, I have people in US, I have people in people dealing my funnels. They are in um Bangladesh. So they're all scattered everywhere. Now you have the tools that help to streamline from when the idea comes in, who is doing what is going in. They are tracking the whole thing, who is doing the editing, who is pushing this, the social media manager, still using the tools to tell you when to post, when not to post. Now we've had something that can centralize everything in one place. I use Go High Level, and Go High Level is so powerful in the sense that my sales, my marketing, tracking all the who is sending something on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, it's incredible. Before, you have to be going to individual stuff, chasing people here and there. And the way the AI automation reply in Go Have is now, I don't even need to be there. Midnight, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., somebody just say something and they replies them efficiently. And then the morning, the guys can pick things up from there. So automation is great. You can't even, anybody that's not using automation now, you must be very crazy, right? Because things are gonna make your life really, really good. I am a writer, and I do, in the old times, I have to do a lot of manual research. I have to go into this database, I have to go there, I have to go there, I have to go there. But now you have some strategic writing tools that can help you pull out some of the key stuff you want from that journal, key stuff you want from that research, even going to some places that probably you wouldn't have been able to go because you have a centralized place that you subscribe to for a year, and they're able to allow you to go into various datas that you would have, if you are buying them one by one or going through them one by one, it's going to be very difficult. But now the AI tool can help me to look at 4,000 papers. And I say, look, at the end of the day, looking at this 4,000 paper, I just want a summary of this. I want this. The analytics is insane. The whole thing just make your life really, really easy. So it's good, but you can see I'm still the one giving the command, right? I'm still the one prompting. I'm still the one telling this what I want to do, this what I want to do, this what I want to do. So for me, emotional currency is great because it helps me to connect with people on trust level, loyalty level. It's not just about transaction. It shows the relatability there. But at the same time, AI is helping me in a code to be somehow relatable when I'm sleeping, if that makes sense.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing. And thank you. I think I've not heard that before. So go level, go high level, you called it. That's
Yeah, go
something
ahead.
that we need to explore. And I'm sure that our audience and those that are listening to you have probably taken something from there. That's a golden nugget. And I want everyone to run with that. So that will just make your life easy. Please feel free to drop your react to the insights that are being shared. You can make them as quotes, you can tweet them. Let's be active online. Let's be active with the and interact with the conversation going on. Thank you all also for being here once again. I will just circle back a bit. I know you mentioned trust. Chinda mentioned trust. Lolade has also mentioned trust, and I know that is very important in the entire like customer cycle. So you cannot take that away. So it's very important that we are building trust. So what are the ways in your own business that you build trust, both with your staff, the team that you work with? I know you said you have a global team that you work with, so you have them in different countries, and also your customers. How do you build that trust factor, which is important? I've said it in the beginning. So that's a currency. It's a very high currency in businesses. How do you build that when it comes to dealing with your customers and with your team as well?
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, because of, okay, let's leave the IT side of things in terms of consulting. Let's come down to where you do your coaching, your speaking, and you're interacting with your client. Social proof is very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fault social proof. You can't fault testimonials, right? Whether they are written, whether they are WhatsApp written, whether they are Google testimonials. I've gotten a lot of business from just Google. Okay, people type marriage counseling in London, and then yeah, my thing comes on the first page because of the back end SEOs that I've been working on. So my website comes out on the first page, and if you're in London, which is where a lot of my clients comes from, and then they will look at it. Now most people, when they come in, I ask them, where did you, I don't know you before. They've never seen me before. They've never seen me on social media. They've not seen anything. They just go straight to the Google page, and then you have the Google reviews. I think I've got about 75 Google reviews, and these are really, really powerful, tangible reviews. Now, that's the first thing you see. That's the
Mm-hmm.
first thing people will need to look at. If this person is an expert, if this person has been doing this stuff, what are people saying about this individual? So they will go and look at the reviews. Now, I've got clients from the US. They said, okay, obviously they didn't even look at it. So they just went online and then they saw a video, and then they go to either my Instagram page or TikTok or YouTube, and then they look at it. Some of them say, "Wow, I just love the way you speak. I love you're just so raw, so real, and I think this is good. I need something like this." I've gotten speaking engagements that I've traveled to different places to speak,
Mm-hmm.
where they just watch a video of mine on YouTube, or they went to my Instagram page, and then they look at it, they say, yeah, okay, I think I need to try this person. And then they email me, or they DM me. Now there's another way I build trust. When anybody wants to comes to me, I give you 30 minutes for free. Right? 30 minutes free. Now,
Amazing.
ideally, people will pay £100, £50, 150, depending, just for consultation. So because my coaching is very high ticket offers. They're not cheap, right? They're quite expensive. So for you to pay for a high ticket offer, I want you to come and meet me first. Now, if you're going to spend two, three, 4,000, 5,000 pounds for a coaching program or coaching package, then you need to understand certain things. So what I do, when you go and book your free 30 minutes, you will have an automation that will send you stuff for you to fill my pre coaching questionnaire. And now the pre coaching questionnaire is so in depth. You literally cannot run away. It's so in depth that when that comes, we also now use that questionnaire to analyze, because I already know what is at the back of my mind. That is again creating value. When you go through the questionnaire, you will know that, man, this company is insane. This is crazy, because you're giving so much before you meet me,
Mm-hmm.
and then the guys are going to use it to analyze data, and they can put proper analysis about what is going on, where the problem are, what is the issues, what could be done, what is the recommendation, blah 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 blah. So a lot of work has already been done. So by the time you come to me, I say, okay, fine, we've done all this analysis. This is it. And you see them like, whoa, whoa, wow, oh my goodness, exactly. How did you know that? Oh my, wow, they're just so blown away. And then I'm showing you proper diagnosis of your problem, your issue. It's like going to the hospital to do a blood test, or to go and do a urine test. So I've already done all that. And then bringing that before you, in the credibility level just go from here to here. And by the time you ask certain questions, you can see that they are affirming what you have said. That's another way I build trust. Sometimes people will send videos, or people will recommend me, which I'm getting a lot of recommendation from clients when they are wrapping up their sections. I say, okay, fine. Based on this, are you okay to recommend based on this? Do you know anybody in your life? Da 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 da. And we do all that. Now that is also building trust, because for me to do a good job, and for them to recommend, nobody recommends something that is bad. You recommend something that is good.
Mm-hmm.
And if you recommend something to somebody, that means the person trusts you, and then eventually trusts me.
Mm-hmm.
So it now becomes they trust you and then they trust me. because you cannot tell them to go and trust me when they don't trust you. So the trust goes into different levels, eventually comes to me. So many different ways to build trust. And then when you also share, you speak. And I think I'm gonna say this quickly. I went to speak somewhere. That was, I think, about a week ago. Now
Okay.
I was unapologetically raw, real, uncensored, and just very direct. Now, a lady in the audience has never seen anybody talk like this before. And the level of rawness just blew her mind. People sugarcoat these things, people make it look so fancy, so paraphrase. This one just tell you exactly what is going on. And right there, she just say, that line just made me trust you. And the moment I was done, straight away, just please, I want to sign up to your coaching. I just wanna like, I just want you to be the one to coach me. Why? Because of my level of vulnerability and authenticity in my delivery. So there are many ways you can build trouble. These are some of the ways that I harness in my business.
Amazing. Thank you very much for sharing that story with us. It's quite relatable. I can understand that feeling because I've been in an audience where I've heard you speak several times. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. Lolade, if you are here with us, can you please just touch that question as well? How do you build trust in your business?
How do we rebuild trust in the business? Very simple. We have a process whereby after customers have been serviced, we reach out to them. All right.
Okay.
And I found out that when we were hiring, a lot of people we hired didn't necessarily know the impact this will do for us.
Okay.
So we reach out to people after they have purchased. All right. That also helps us to have a feel of what they thought about their experience with us overall. Did they like our customer care? Did they like the actual product we sent to them? And once it goes two ways. They will either tell us, "Oh, I really loved your service. I really loved your cake." Then we send them a prompt that would enable them put a written feedback.
Okay.
Okay. And when they write this written feedback, it has to be time bound. We reach out to people at a certain time. Once we do that, we find out that we get the best and most vulnerable responses from them. And because it's documented as well, it also helps in, putting the business in a beautiful light. Another thing we started doing recently that I didn't even realize how impactful it would be, we do cakes. Everyone has a birth date. All right. We have people who we've been servicing for so many years, and we just thought instead of always constantly looking for new customers, why don't we check our database? Okay, and literally go back to people who we have serviced beforehand and just send them emails, like messages rather. How are you? Or just to mention, oh, your daughter's cake is coming up next week. What would you like? And we deal with a very busy type of customers. Sending that type of nudge to them makes them feel like, oh, these people are not just here to just take my money. They really do care because we've added that name. Okay, I did not believe how much being that um intentionally present in people's lives will do for us. And I must confess that this in its own way has really increased our revenue on a lot of bases. The kind of work I also do helps me to connect with cake business owners. So from just baking the actual cakes and decorating the cakes, with my level of experience over the years, we're able to take people by the hand and teach them the skills I've also garnered over the years. I think that is how we really connected, Oluchi. And it is so dear to my heart because beyond just, making these incredible cakes, I found out that it's important we impact. And impacting with your knowledge helps other people who are in the same journey, makes the work easier for them. And they're able to cut out trial and error and just quickly make better decisions to make their businesses grow. So I can say overall, we're able to impact not just cake eaters, but also cake makers in general with the kind of way we respond to them.
Thank you very much. That's been amazing. I think you've just taken it from, like you mentioned in the beginning, you've taken it from customer service to that customer experience. So it's important that you're doing that extra bit. And it's something you'll feel it's so little, it doesn't make any difference. What difference does it make? But that little touch that you put helps to hold that human connection and helps to hold the glue together. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. Now, I mentioned like I did in the beginning, it's like when you sneeze now, you're sneezing AI. When you cough, you're coughing AI, you're coughing automation, and every discussion, conversation online, the things we're talking about are all laced with what's trending now, the AI evolution, so to say, which is a good thing. It makes life easy. I mean, I just recently started embracing it not too long ago, and my husband was like, "Thank God you finally embraced it," because I was like, "I can do it myself. I don't need. I can do it myself. I can write this thing myself. I can write this. I can do it myself. I don't need any. I need the originality." But then it makes you work efficiently. It makes you work smarter. It makes you work faster. Like you can get that support that you need. It's not like you're totally relying on AI or trends to do things for you. So it's a welcome development, and fortunately, it is here to stay. So, what do we say to people? So, if you have people that you're coaching or people that you're both of you you coach, Chinda coaches, and Lolade does that as well. That's the impact area or side of your business, which also leads to profit. Now, you have somebody that you're coaching and the person feels overwhelmed, or we have people here in the audience, people that are listening to us, and they're like, I'm just lost in this conversation. First of all, we have people that are in the category of maybe those that will wear in my shoes. I am not just interested. I can do it comfortably by myself, and I'm fine with struggling, trying to get it done manually. I'm okay. And then you have people that are interested, but they don't just, with the fast pace of everything, with the fast, evolution, the rapid advancements and all of that, they just feel so lost. And they're like, what's going on here? I don't understand. Where do I come in? How do I understand this? If you go online, the type of content we used to see like 3 months ago, quite different now. Content creation has changed. The algorithm has changed. So the kind of things you see on social media now, they are quite different. You see so many things vying for your attention. And you have people like that, maybe as staff members or people that you're coaching, who think, I like the advancements, but I just can't. It's overwhelming for me. How do I fit into this conversation? They might be here and they think there are people that will be also just like me. Okay, you mentioned the Lola, the old school. I like to do pen and paper. I like to do it manually. I don't need any assistance. I don't need any help. What would you say to them, and how would you advise them to accept and embrace technology in running their digital businesses?
So in running their digital businesses,
Mhm.
a lot of businesses are still brick and mortar, but we need to find a way to infuse, digital capacity into it. So I like this question because I have customers as old as in their 50s and 60s, believe it or not. And I have young customers, young school leavers, I have teenagers. Okay. The truth of the matter is the reason why people think it's cumbersome is because it looks so complicated. So we take it one at a time, one at a time, and literally just teaching people, not just teaching. And I think the beauty of coaching or teaching, especially when you're teaching from the heart, is when you're able to take a complicated topic and break it down in the simplest way. And I know that I have that gift. All
True.
right, because it's not just about talking about it, it's also about showing it by the hand. Put your hand here, do this. In that way, we're able to get people to even get involved. I realized that one of the ways let me even speak about my mother. My mother is in her 70s now. And for a long time, I can relate with people who just don't even, who has just closed their minds. Okay. So to help people like that is to let them see things that they would actually benefit from, and how using little prompts can help them make or do things quicker than it could be, or make them do things faster. If we're talking about chat GPT, for example, it's not just about doing chat GPT and saying do this for me. Are you able to make chat GPT respond in a human form that is relatable, that sounds like your voice? Have you been able to configure your questions to even your AI prompts to make it look a lot more human? So for me, even though we make cakes, training has opened my eyes to the fact that AI is so important. And beyond me understanding it, it's important that I'm able to pull as many people up so that they can understand it. So I'm still in the process. I can't say I've figured it out altogether. All right. But for the little I know what it took for me to get into that place. So when we do our trainings, for instance, we just don't focus on cake baking and decorating, like I mentioned. We focus on things like technology, how you can automate your responses, how you can increase your sales. I really love how the coach was speaking now. And, I've even put down that address that he talked about, and I definitely will be looking at it. But this is how we get information, coming out of our comfort zone, listening to what thought leaders are saying, and sharing their burden. You could see the passion in how he was speaking. There's no way that I will not go and look for his page. I've never seen him before, I've never heard him before, but with the passion he was talking, and the track record that you said he had. After this, I'm very sure I'll be going there. But these things are not as hard as we make it seem. When we put our hand into it, use the words our people, or the language our people know, break it down to them and show them how it can work for them. It's very, very easy to be able to turn people to the side of technology, and that is where we are on now.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Kuchinda, how do you do that? Thank you so very much. Thank you for the reactions as well. So I think it's important that we're carrying people along. We are carrying those we are mentoring, those that we are teaching, those we are coaching, because frankly speaking, it feels very overwhelming. It feels very overwhelming. And if you're not in tune, and you don't want to be left behind. I mean, before the year runs out, you're going to see more advancements in technology. You're going to see many improvements in the digital technological space. So okay, Marina. Yes, we'll work on that. Yeah. I believe the recording, yeah, it's being recorded, so you would have that available to you. Okay. Thank you. So, Cochinda, what's your take on that? For someone that feels overwhelmed, maybe it's I believe that you have people that really know their onions on your team, but maybe it's a student that you're coaching, or someone that you're working with, maybe a family member that is saying, I don't know where to start with all of this AI talk and all of this AI conversation. Or I have a business and it feels so overwhelming for me. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I have kids. I'm interested in doing it, but I don't just know where to start. What would be your advice, and how would you hold their hand and show them the ropes to know what to do and how to go about embracing technology in their businesses, digital, traditional, but the focus is on digital now. So what would you say to them? What word do you have for them?
Yeah, I think when people talk about AI, it's just a fancy word. It looks so big, and those that are not familiar with it, for some of us that are in the IT world, and we use it all the time, we're so familiar with a lot of things, the tools and all that. So it sounds as if other people are not understanding it. It's like, why are they not understanding it? So if you're here, or anybody at all that you're not so familiar with AI, or you're worried, or you're thinking this is the end of the world, or something like that, it's important for you to realize that the world has gone through a lot of change, a lot of adjusting, a lot of things has happened. Now we're in this AI revolution that nobody should be sitting by the side. The fact is, it doesn't matter what you are doing, whether you are a chef, whether you're a carpenter, whether it doesn't matter what you're doing, like really, it doesn't matter what you're doing. There is an AI that somebody has built for you.
Mm,
Now, even if you don't believe it, you can actually build your own AI right now. There's a site called Base 44, right? Check it out. Base 44, just register. You don't have to pay upgrade, but the basic one. You can just type in there and say, AI, please create me a tool on how to arrange my book whenever I come back from school. Just that is going give you just a couple of minutes. It's gonna create specific tool for you, give you login. You can share with your friends the login details, the this, the that. So literally anything you want to create, just have an idea in your head and just say, okay, I want to create this. I want to create this. Just go to base44.ai and just open that prompt, type what you want, and just click. Is going to create anything for you. The only thing it cannot create is not, it can't create God. It can't create human being. But anything that is tool based,
mhm,
anything that is application based,
mhm.
anything that is log in and log out is going to do anything for you,
Wow.
right?
Mhm.
Base 44. There are other ones, but I think this one is very basic and easy for anyone to do. Whether you're dealing with customers like the lady doing cake, wow, or you doing cake, you can create a fancy application that your customer will go, this, oh my God, this is magic. Oh my God, did she have this stuff? Oh, I like this lady. I'm telling you, you can literally be creating tools. And some of them, if you now pay a little money or something, you'll be able to have an advanced one that you can actually resell. You
Mm.
can literally resell this stuff. So
Mhm.
this is without coding. You don't need to know coding. You don't need to know Python. You don't need to know C sharp and that one and this one. In fact, if you hear the word coding instead the blood of Jesus, it will not even near you again. Just go to base 44. The AI is the world class coder that is going to do anything you want. Now, we know that ChatGPT is very common now. I think is the one that everybody, we have different ones. Gemini, Claude, these, that, that. There's so many out there. So many. But let's just start with this one. And they have a free version. Okay. And you have a phone. The mobile phone, you can download the app. Okay. And or you have a laptop, a desktop. Just type chatgpt.com and it opens up and then register. Now, whether you know how to prompt, you don't know how to prompt, you don't know what is prompt engineer, that thing that you've been thinking about in your head, just type it exactly as it is. It is in your mind and in your spirit. Just type it. Don't worry about anything. Just type in and hear see what comes out. This is just playing with an AI too. I'm not talking about proper prompting and checking and this and that. Just type anything there. Tell me how to cook beans. Tell me how to do this. Tell me how to greet somebody in the morning. When I'm greeting my in-law, he's not answering me. How do I answer this? Just type anything. That's when you begin to understand. I want you to appreciate the power of AI. That thing is an insane machine. When you are getting used to that, that knowledge you are getting, that traction you are getting, you start feeling excited. How this is good. Oh my goodness me. Suggestion on how I'm going to present myself to my husband when he comes back from work. Ah, AI is gonna give you so much stuff. How does Africans present their wife during February 14 Valentine? Just get used to that. That is one of the simplest place to start. Now, if you want to go a little bit more, even within that thing, type, how can I learn AI as a beginner that have never known AI before? Please, can you give me the free tools, free website, free YouTube, anywhere I can start learning AI as somebody that just heard the word AI today? He is going to bring see, I'm calling it he. AI is going, ChatGPT is going to bring everything to you. The link to click, the place, the everything has simplified. As long as you can see and you can hear, you can just start going through those stuff. Just there. Now, this is without paying money.
Yeah.
There are other places if you want to now know more, Udemy. Just say Udemy how to learn AI as a beginner. Five, in the UK money is £9.99, £12, whatever. But these are in depth. Now, this is where you want to go a little bit in depth. And then
Mm.
you start knowing about prompt engineering, how to prompt, what to ask for, what are the audience, the target, what is the output. You start learning all those one. So somebody that doesn't know anything about it, start from there. So with our GPT can say, what are other AI tools to be able to classify my email? What are other AI tools to be able to separate junk from this? It will just be telling you because it goes out to pull them from all the sources and then present it to you nicely. You can tell it, arrange it based on simple ones to complex ones. This thing can do anything for you. And then from there, you start learning about any kind of AIs that you want to use. There are university offering AI course for free. Coursera, Skillshare is another one again. There's so many, platforms where you can learn this thing and start thinking about it bit by bit. And with time, give yourself time. Let's say, for instance, you go to ChatGPT. I want to learn AI as a beginning in the next 4 weeks. Can you show me step by step on how to learn AI, providing the specific milestones as an AI beginner? Like just like you talk to anybody, just tell ChatGPT to do it. It's gonna bring everything to you, and just tell him how many hours or how many minutes do I need to study as a beginner, because I only have 30 minutes a day. Can you design the program based on 30 minutes a day? He's gonna do it. 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 1 hour a day. In 4 weeks, where do you think I will be after following this? He's giving you the end from the beginning, and then you just follow that. There is nobody that doesn't have 15 minutes a day. There's nobody that doesn't have 30 minutes a day. So instead of just scrolling on the Instagram and Facebook, instead of reading all these things that is not helping you, somebody died there, this accident happened, somebody had fall down, the blood is over there. Just leave all these things for now and just go and spend that 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes every day or 4 times a week. Whether you are mama 60 years old, 90 years old, whether you are 10 years old, it doesn't matter. If you follow that process, you will not be overwhelmed. You will not say, I don't even know where to start. Start from novice to beginner. From beginner, you go to intermediate. From intermediate, you go to advanced. And before you realize it, you become a professor and emeritus. And trust me, when you begin to use AI, I think you wake up in the morning after thanking God for everything God have done. You're going to say, I don't know where AI came from, whether from God or wherever, but I just thank you for giving us AI in this world. I appreciate you for giving me AI. I literally cannot do without AI. If they say AI is gonna go now, I think I'm gonna take black hat. I'm right in front of London and say, no, AI should go. AI should stay. I will even be praying for the people that is creating the AI. Let's keep it, because I can't. My life is so intertwined with the different tools doing different things, different applications. How am I? Then you're taking me back to 1949. I don't want to go to 1949. In fact, I don't want to go to 2022. I love 2025. So this is why you take it step by step, step by step. You'll be amazed. Whether it's sales, whether it's marketing, whether it's writing, whether it's whatever you want to do. AI tools out there, many of them are free that you can learn. And ChatGPT can give you all the links and the sources instead of running helter skelter everywhere. I hope this has
Thank you
helped.
very much. Yeah, thank you very much, Kuchinda. I'm still going to come back to you. Just to digress a bit, I know that we're talking about automation and digital technology, and in our digital businesses as well, the place of automation and technology in our digital businesses. But let me digress just a little bit. I know that with the kind of services you do, the products you have, and the multiple projects you run simultaneously, it takes a great deal of discipline. And I'm sure that the audience and people would like to learn. Because I know you said, no, everybody has 15 minutes, everybody has 10 minutes in their day. But for some people, we feel like 24 hours is not enough. And there's some of us that walk through, we sleep 2 a.m. and we wake up 5, and then we go around the clock again. So how have you as a someone who has a digital business and who also uses technology, how have you been able to build that discipline? So you say, this is what I want to do. Okay, I'm writing this book. I'm writing maybe this number of books at the same time. How have you been able to, how have you been able to build that discipline that you stay with it? Because the world is so busy. And we have, not me anyway, but me, like I'm trying to train myself as well. So we
Mhm.
have short attention span. We're doing this, we're watching this video, we leave it at 3 minutes, and then we're going to do another thing. How do we build discipline into our lives and into running our businesses? Can you please share with us what has worked for you?
Okay. I think everything comes down to time management,
Okay.
right? And everybody can learn time management. Okay. You have to box your time. What exactly do you want to achieve with your life? Do you know who you are? Do you know where you are going? Right? When you clarify and have a path that you want to do, you want to follow, and exactly what you want to do in your life. Because for me, what drives me is my values. What
Mhm.
drives me is my goals, my visions, my plans, right? I have a lot of things I want to do in my life before I leave this earth. I don't compare myself with anybody, and I don't want anybody to compare myself with anyone. I don't take permission with anybody to do anything I want to do, right? The reason is because at the end of the day, I'm going to stand before God to ask, and God is going to say, what did you do with what I gave you? So my focus in my life right now, at my age right now, is to continuously discover what am I here for? What legacy do I want to leave behind? What do I want to do with my life? If I know that, why do I need permission from someone? Okay, permission to write, permission to speak, permission to change this, permission. I don't need permission from anybody. And I don't need anybody to tell me you are not qualified to do this or you are qualified to do this. No, it comes from within. If you know who you are, you know where you're going in life, and you know the things you want to achieve with your life, that will drive how you manage your time. Now, I have what I call with clients, I do what I call time audit.
Okay.
Time audit is where I take people through some processes and some steps to know, out of your 24 hours, which time do you have left that you can use for something? People have, I want to achieve this. They have all these goals in their life, and they're doing 9 to 5, or they're doing business, they have wife, they have children, or they are single, and they just assume that they don't have the time to do it. But the reality is that they are wasting a lot of time on things that is not driving them forward. It's not driving their vision forward. So at the end of the day, you're always online. Now I have teams, but before I used to be online a lot, but I have very clarity of what I want to do every day, every week, every month.
Mhm.
My goals are crazy, very, very crazy. Yes, some of them I achieve them, some of them I fail, but I live intentionally to ensure that whatever I want to do, I will make sure I do it. I don't need permission to do what I want to do. No. Before, I can be seeking for validation, or maybe this man need to validate me before I do this, or this woman, or what people will say about me. I don't care. Because what are you going to say about me? I'm trying to do something with my life. So my time is very important. I don't have to be in every meeting. I don't have to be in every group. I don't have to pick every call. I'm sorry, I can't pick every call. If I'm doing something that I have these 25 minutes, sorry, I gotta finish these 25 minutes. Then either I call you back or I do something. There are some conversation I don't want to engage in. So it's all about, what do you want to do with your life? Where are you going with your life? And what are the things you need to achieve at so time? So when you have that in you and you are clear with what you want to do, I think we have this what is the um God, this thing keep paranodos or paralados something. I can't remember, but it's whereby you do something 25 minutes and then you take a break and then you come back again, you take a break and you come back again. You box your time whereby you're able to achieve something at a particular specific time. You want to do a course, you want to start a business, you want to learn a skill, whatever you want to do, box your time. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to achieve. All this long course, 2 hours, 3 hours, calling people in Africa, calling your friends, talking on the phone all the time. And then maybe when you're online, you go from one page to the other, one page to the other. Before you realize it, you go on YouTube, you listen to this message, you listen to this. For the whole day, you have listened to like 10 hours. But yet you are not productive enough. There's no point listening to 10 messages on YouTube every single day, and you're not able to do certain things that need to get you to where you need to be. Plan that. Sometimes you're listening to funny videos, funny videos, funny videos, funny videos, but you say you want to do this. At the end of the day, you have watched almost 8 hours of funny videos, memes, but you've not achieved anything. You've not done anything. So how are you going to move your life forward if you are doing all these things? That is not productive. I'll give my life an example. I normally say I'm productively busy. Just know that. If I tell you I'm not busy, I'm lying to you. I'm very busy, but productively busy. If you want me to show you, I will show you black and white. This is what all I've achieved this week, and you will see it. So there's no point me wasting my time. The guys working for me in Nigeria, the ones working in Ukraine, in Bangladesh, people doing different things for me. We have meetings, we have deadlines, we have things we need to achieve. The clients are coming. I have to coach. I have my wife. I have children. I have family. I need to preach the gospel. I need to prepare for me. How do you expect me not to manage my time efficiently well to be able to do all these things? I am writing a lot of books. Then when do I have time to do the research? When do I have time to put the things together? When do I have time to think of other ideas? I need to do all these things so that I'll be able to do something very, very efficient, very, very good. So if you don't manage your time very well, then there are many things you will not be able to achieve in your life. Some of us started this year. I want to do this. I want to do this. It's just a wish. There is no plan. There is no strategy. Sometimes the people in your life, if they are the people that is only talking, you can't achieve anything. Everybody cannot be your friend. Everybody cannot be in your circle. Sorry, for me, I'm very selective. It's not everybody that need to be in my circle. That's the truth. Because if you're in my circle and you're not making me to finish my books, you're not making me to get more leads, you're not making me to sharpen my skill, you're not helping me to do anything, why am I going to be talking to you all the time? Why am I going to be around you? My time is very precious. Is it that I won't talk to you? I will talk to you. But at the same time, I am in an environment whereby I want people to be stirring me up. I put myself in places where people are better than me. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. But I want, when I make my mistake and somebody will say, no, that's a mistake. Gina, you shouldn't have done it that way. Okay, fine. What do I need to do now? What do I need to learn? Read that book, read that book. Like today, I was in a call and they just mentioned 3 books. Straight away, I've gone to Amazon. And the guy said, this. I've got the books. They're going to arrive. I'm going to consume those books. Now, if I'm all the time talking to you, when am I going to read those books? When am I going to implement what is in there? These guys that are making all this kind of impact, which I want to make as well. So what am I going to do? I have to follow their steps, right? So think about who are in your circle. What are the people that are closest to you? Somebody said, if you have 5 friends that are wasting your time, you are the 6th person that is wasting your time among the 5 friends. If you have 5 friends that are always negative, oh, we can't do this. Oh, it's very difficult. I cannot learn this. Oh, this is very hard. Oh, I don't think I can. You are going to be the 6th person that is thinking like that. It's very contagious. There was a research in Harvard. They said the 5 people you are very close to, without them saying, without you doing anything, but just being around them, listening to their voices, then talking to you, being around them, just like that. They say in 6 months, 25% of them will transfer to you by default. This is science. Stay with these people for 6 months, listen to what they are saying, see their life, see how they are very productive or not productive, whatever they are doing, just being around them, without you even doing anything. 25% in average of these people's life will transfer to you without intention. Like, you're not even thinking, I want to do this, I want to think like this, I want to go like this, I want to. Just being around them, there's a molecule, there's a frequency that transfer into you as a being. You start thinking like them, you start acting like them, you start wanting to do what they're doing. It's not that they are forcing you, they are not forcing you at all, but just being in that environment, your mindset start changing. Now, if you have that kind of environment and that kind of disciplined people, what do you expect to do? I have a group whereby we tell, this is what we're going to do this month. If you do not deliver, they will kick you out. Like, these guys are ruthless with delivery, ruthless in things you want to do. You say, this is the thing I want to achieve this month. By the time they're doing the road call, you know, what did you do? Okay, let's see. Fine. This is what you say you want to do. Fine. Okay, why? After 2 warning, you are out. Don't forget, it's a paid group. It's not free. And when I say paid group, it's not cheap. You have to pay a lot of money to be there. So these guys make you won't waste your time. You won't be talking all over the place. You're not everywhere that people are wasting your time, taking your time, because you have told them, I will deliver this in 4 weeks. You must deliver this in 4 weeks. Otherwise, they will kick you out. It's not refundable. You won't get your money back. That's what you signed. Now, imagine having 5 people around you when you say, I will do this week. Whether rain is falling, whether there is snow, whether somebody is dying, somebody is alive, whatever is happening, you start delivering what you say you will deliver. You start, you finish. 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 You will grow the muscle of being a finisher and not just a talker. That's the difference about other people that are productive, that are changing, and they're actually delivering things. And people are thinking, why do you, is it not 24 hours we have? Why are you doing all these things within 24 hours? No, it's because they are managing their time very well. They are managing everything they do efficiently. They are not wasting their time. And they put themselves in some groups, which we call accountable groups.
Mhm.
And they are not giving you money there. They are not helping you to whatever great money or something. They just want you to do what you say you will do. Like they'll hold you accountable. And if you don't meet up, what happened? They kick you out. So I don't want to be kicked out. I want to stay there. I love the place. And so many association that is there. And I'm learning a lot from these guys. And they are challenging me. So many people they are better than me. So many people they are ahead of me on the things I am doing. I must be insane to allow laziness and complacency and complaining and pointing finger and blaming people to make them kick me out. No, not going to kick me out. I will stay there and do what I'm supposed to do. Now, the question I will ask the audience, the things you say you will do, have you done it? The things you say you will do, have you finished it? The people around you, are they helping you to go up, or they're helping you to go down, or they're helping you to remain the same level? You can answer that question. Thank
Wow,
you.
thank you so much. Thank you very much. That's been amazing. And thank you for sharing all of those things with us. I'm sure that it's been an insightful one this evening. Please, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments and we'll take them just before we wrap up. We're just 15 minutes before the close of the hour. And I want to thank you so much for staying through. And I'm sure you've learned something. Please let me know your feedback in the comments. If you have questions as well, you can drop them in the comments. We've had so many golden nuggets and so many insightful things relating to the conversation of the hidden ROI of human connection in digital businesses. And I'm sure you're taking something back home. We learned about, yeah, thank you very much, Tanya, for the sharing that, the Pomodoro technique. I think that was what Coach Chinda was trying to mention there. Yeah, so blocking out time and then doing focusing when you are trying to do that. I've heard about a particular book. I don't know the author now, but I think it's called Deep Work. So that book would also help. If you can search for that book, Deep Work, you can get that. So questions, we have questions and also your feedback. I'd appreciate that in the comments as we wind down slowly towards the end of our fireside chat tonight. Thank you very much, Kuchinda. Base44.ai, don't forget that. The high level, I've forgotten the name of the other one you mentioned. So just on a final note, what advice? I know we've touched this along the way, but what advice in like a minute or so or less, what advice would you give to entrepreneurs? I know there are entrepreneurs here who are doing different businesses. I can see Adironke's DP or profile picture. I know Chimzi is the CEO of Fruit Adventure. She does that, and also she has coaching for women as well. I know we have different things that we do that has to do with digital technology. So, what advice would you give to those that are on this call who want to embrace technology and grow digitally but do not want to lose that human connection? How do they maintain that human touch in their businesses? What advice would you give to us as we close and wrap down the call?
Right. I think the first thing I would say is whatever business you're doing, you need to find out what tools that are out there that can help me to serve my people better. Now, AI is not coming to take anything from you. It's just coming to make your life better. When I was single, my life was really boring. My life was really all over the place. I wasn't even eating good meals. Now, when I got married, I started eating good meals. As you can see how I'm looking, because a woman is looking after me. So that's an addition into my life that you bring something to make your life better, not to make it worse.
Mhm.
So AI is not coming to make your life worse. It's actually coming to make your life better. Whatever you are doing, go and find out what tools out there, free or paid or subscription based, can I employ? If you don't have the money for subscription or pay, there's a lot of similar free tools out there. What can I use to help me to be better at what I do, right? To enhance what I do, not to take anything away, rather to make things better. This is really, really important, because if you understand this, it helps you to put things in perspective so that you will know how to build the strategy that can support you going forward, right? Now, human connection, as we said earlier, and Gardner is one of the top research platform in the world. Human connection is going to be the number one marketing tool on the planet. Okay, AI is there to help the human connection go viral. Let's use that language. Okay, if you think about going viral, you don't just stay like this and then go viral. Something makes you go viral. Now, some people have an issue with going viral. And I like to talk about Jesus Christ. Do you know that Jesus Christ is viral? Christ went viral. Now, Christ was just a single entity, a God that came into this world. But guess what? Nobody knew him in Galilee. Nobody knew him in Jordan. Nobody knew him in different villages. But he needed to go viral, and he needed some tools. The tools were 12 disciples that he gathered together. Now think about it. There were a custom officer there that knows about human beings and how to collect money from human beings. And then there was somebody that knows how to fish in that place. That means that person have a skill. And then there was also a doctor among them again. That person have a skill. Listen, guys, Christ never deployed, sorry to use the word, he never deployed mechanism that is skillless. He deployed mechanism that had skills, transferable skills. If you're a custom officer, you talk to people, negotiation, persuasion, communication skills. These are transferable skills in Christ going viral. He needed that. Peter is catching fish. For you to catch fish, you are creative, you are strategic, you have time management. You don't catch fish 24/7. Christ needed that to deploy to go viral. So each person brought something to the table. There was nobody that came into Christ's camp without anything. So Christ needed to go viral. He said, I need people with different transferable skills, people that have different abilities. I want to bring them in. People might not see that, but he saw them ahead. He said, let them come. Now, I need to go viral around the world. I need to go viral in Asia, viral in America, viral in Africa, viral in Europe, viral in Antarctica. I need to go viral. And I know that I'm not going to be around for too long. I needed strategic viral enablers to help carry this, my message, to the ends of the earth. So Christ is kind of the inventor of virality. He started this thing. So today, we are copying Christ. All these guys are copying Christ. When you go viral, what goes viral? It's a human connection that goes viral. It's not AI that goes viral. ChatGPT doesn't go viral. Claude doesn't go viral. Gemini doesn't go viral. Copilot doesn't go viral. Poppy doesn't go viral. Just name them. These tools help the human side to go viral. If you are in business and you are the face of your business, don't come and say, I don't want to go viral. I just want to stay in my house. I don't want anybody to know me. I'm a private person. Which private? All your data are out there. There's everything about you is not just in your house on your computer. The government have it. All the places you get download, they have it. You have given them your email, your phone number, your name, your address is scattered everywhere. They are just keeping all your data all over the world. You use social media, you are there. You use LinkedIn, you are there. So the idea that I want to be private, I don't want anybody to know me, I'm a humble person. Virality is not about humility. It's about carrying your message far and wide, right? So The challenge now is, how can you take your business to far and wide places? Just like Christ went viral by recruiting people with different tools and strategies to spread the message everywhere. I have something to share. I have something to give this world, and I'm yet to go viral. I'm just work in progress. I'm putting all the tools and strategy together so that I can go viral. I've not gotten any 10 million views. I've not gotten 100 million views. I've not gotten 2 billion views. So why do you expect me to keep quiet? Why do you expect me to come and hide in my bedroom? No, I'm not going to hide. If your profession and your ministry is to hide in your bedroom, good luck to you, and I wish you all the best. But me, I want to go viral like Christ. So you can use the gospel to go viral, or your business can go viral. So whatever you're doing, what tools can help you? If you don't even want to go viral by yourself very quickly, there are ways to go viral. There are platforms whereby you can put your stuff in there, and the people, you pay them, and they will take your message, pieces it into chunks, and they spread it everywhere. So you are having affiliate marketers, affiliate people, content creators of everywhere, and they will tell them all over the place. What my sister has just done to me, I have gone a little bit viral here. Yeah, I've gone viral here a little bit. She has just presented me before people. There are many people that don't know me here, and now you're going to search about me. You're going to look at my books. You're going to see, what is this guy talking about. So she has just helped me to go viral. Oluchi, thank you so much for helping me to go viral this evening. This is a platform to go viral, right?
Yeah.
So you go to speak in podcast, is spreading the message. I've gotten clients from where I went to speak on podcast, on YouTube. I've got clients from TikTok, from Instagram, from X. It's still part of going viral. Some of us, our pastors are going viral. You are helping your pastors to go viral. You take the message, you break it into little chunk, you put it all over, you scatter it everywhere, social media, on TikTok, on stories everywhere. And what are you doing? Your pastors are going viral, spreading a particular message of God. So Christ is the main viral figure. Your pastor is part of Christ's team to go viral. And then you too, you are one of your pastor's legs supporting Jesus Christ to go viral. So if nobody knows you, it's because you're not doing anything to go viral. Going viral is not a sin, because Christ went viral. He didn't commit any sin. Nobody knows about your product. Put it out there. I'm shy. I don't want anybody to swim. Okay, go faceless. Carry your product and go faceless. It's still going viral. Don't sit down and be saying, all those people that is talking, why are they even talking? Why are they even talking like this? I mean, I don't think it's good to talk like this. Well, they are going viral, and you are still there. People are knowing about their product, their services all over the place. So what are you going to do now? This thing is not for you to come and listen and fold your arms and just be sitting down in your house. What are you going to do after this section? What are you going to do? All these informations, all these tools, all this, if you are inspired, if you're inspired and you don't do anything, it's like you never came here. Take one thing from this thing and go and implement. You want to set up an account? Go and set up an account. If you want to do something, go and start it. Don't be wasting time, because time is ticking. By tomorrow, you are older. By another tomorrow, you are older. Before you know it, you are 30, you are 40, you are 50, you are 60. I don't want to regret at the end of my life. I want to finish everything that God has put in my heart to deliver. The only thing I will have is that I didn't have time to do some. Maybe by the time I'm 95 years old, God gave me 4,000 things to deliver. You know, my legs, and I might not be, well, at least I will do some before I go. But now that I have the strength, why can't I put in the work? If you don't know that skill, go and learn it. If you don't know, go and find out. Go and put something out. Do something for your business so that your business will continue to go viral. If you don't learn how to talk, go and learn how to talk. If you don't know how to do this, go and learn and start doing something about your life. I can tell you, things will change and things will shift for you. I will leave you with these three things. Number one, Find yourself.
Okay.
Find yourself. Number one, find who you are. Whether you are 50 years, you are 60 years, you are 40 years, you are 10 years, you are 18 years. Find yourself. Discover yourself. Go and take Myers-Briggs test to know what are your strengths and your weaknesses. Clifton test. Dick's test. Whatever you want to do, go and do. Pray, whatever. Discover all these things that God has given to you. Find yourself. Number two, feed yourself. Find yourself, feed yourself. Personal development. Go and learn. Go and read it. Go and do that course. Go and change. Go and evolve. Keep feeding yourself. Feed yourself. Feed yourself. Feed yourself. Because your outcome will be based on how much you have fed yourself. You cannot give what you don't have. Go and sit your butt down and give time for learning and growing and changing and challenging yourself. Yes, you might fail, no problem. Rise up. Don't sit down there. Get up, learn from your mistake, and keep going. Feed yourself. Find a coach, find a mentor, find a community, change your friendship. Come out of some WhatsApp group that is very useless, that is not helping you. Come out of some group from Facebook that is useless, that is not helping you. Stop reading junk news. This person died. This person collapsed. They cut off this person's head. This one is coming back. This adultery. This fornication. Why did he sleep with that girl? All your life is just reading. Stop reading all those useless things and read something that inspire you. Number three, fight yourself. Don't fight your parents. Don't fight your husband. Don't fight your wife. Don't fight your brother. Don't fight your sister. Don't fight the customers. Don't fight AI. Don't fight the world. Don't fight the sky. Don't fight anything. Fight the laziness in you. Fight the complacency in you. Fight this lack of doing what you're supposed to do. Fight that thing that make you not to finish what you start. Fight the jealousy inside of you. Fight the gossiping. Fight anything that will stop you from becoming the best version of yourself. Number one, find yourself. Number two, feed yourself. Number three, fight yourself and stop fighting people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kuchinda. With that, we come to the top of the hour. That's been amazing. Please, could you just use your emojis to give a round of applause? I know I can see Lolade just came back in. If you found the session very insightful, please a round of applause in the comments. Thank you very much. Thanks for that. I'll crave your indulgence to just have Lolade share a final thoughts with us. I know that it's 7 and we're supposed to be ending right now, but please, I crave your indulgence, just a minute more and then we'll be done. But I want to thank you so much for joining and for staying through the session today, and I hope you found it insightful. So Lolade, thank you. Any final words before we close and we end the
Final
session
words.
tonight?
Thank you, Oluchi. The former speaker has just said it all. I haven't heard it in that way before. And we've heard so much where people who keep hearing, listening, we have to move from hearing and listening to actually being doers. I
Yeah.
think that is not even I think this is where the core work is. Fighting yourself to do the work, to put the work in, and to be kind to people. Make it easy for the next person to breathe. All right, that is so important. Thank you, Oluchi, for this
Thank you
experience. I've
so
been
much.
truly blessed by it. I cannot wait to watch the replay, and of
Yeah.
course share it to my community as well. Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
thank
everyone,
you. I'll
for
make that
listening, and to
available.
the
Thank you.
incredible speaker too. Thank you so much. Your passion is electrifying. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. So thank you for participating and for joining me. It's been a pleasure having you here. We hope to have more events. So if you'd like to be part of what we do here, you found tonight very insightful. Please be on the lookout and we would come. Thank you very much. Would be in touch. So just to say final closing words. Um, Digital technology is what's in place today to help make your life easier. Nobody's chasing you, and it's just here to make your life easy. So embrace it, but don't lose that human touch. Don't lose that human connection. It's important that you are living and preserving that aspect of your business. And I pray that all well with us. I wish us well in all our endeavors. Please be on the lookout for more events that are coming up this week. Women in Tech Group, and I have another one coming up also during the weekend. It's for young people, for students, but you're welcome to join in. It's a Barclays Life Skills program where we'll be teaching employability skills to help you grow and to prepare for work. So be on the lookout, or you can check Eventbrite. The details are on there. Search my name on Eventbrite. You're going to see that event there as well. And you can sign up, or you can sign up your children, your students, your young ones. Thank you so very much for coming. It's been amazing having you here. Please take a screenshot, share on social media, tag me, and use the hashtag Women in Tech Week. Thank you to our amazing speakers, Lola De Ogunjimi and Chinda Chinda. Thank you. I'm grateful. And with that, we come to the end of the session tonight. It's been amazing having you here. Thank you so very much. All right. Let me just take a screenshot. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.
All right, goodbye. Thank you so much. I really
Bye.
appreciate that.
All right. Yeah.